All right, what is going on, guys? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody had a really good day today. We are going to look at some charts here, but I will say I have been eyeing a chart since last night. We didn't take the trade on it last night, but it did go 40 pips in profit. We got an awesome retest today, and I think AUDNZD might be the play tonight. But with that being said, we are still going to keep searching. We are going to look through the charts together just to go over everything, make sure we are in the right spots here in terms of what we're looking at. But AUDNZD sells look to be the best trade of the night by far. In terms of the break and retest, the bearish sentiment on all of the time frames, as well as its technicals. Got pretty much a strong sell everywhere. So I really do like AUDNZD to finish out what looks like would be, let's see here, at least this here. I don't know if we'd see all of it, but this is what we're looking at right now with a stop loss of 35 pips. So that's what we'd be looking at on AUDNZD. Stop loss of 35 pips, so nothing too crazy. But that's what we'd be looking at. We still have 3 minutes left in this new hour, so we're not going to actually hop in yet, but we're going to see what happens going into this hour time frame. But we're going to continue to analyze on the fours. So let's look at USD CHF consolidation. That's a no-go. GBP AUD climbing. Broken retest. Could be coming towards the next zone. We're going to mark that as a buy. It's bullish. It's very bullish. All time frames are bullish here. We've got strong buys. As long as we can break this this area right here, I would have no problem taking buys. But I'd like to see it break that high. Make sure it doesn't double top on us. Because if we know for sure that it's not double topping on us, then we'll be okay. But this is a bullish chart. Like we talked about last night, we did have the break of structure, the retest of the EMA and the zone. Now we're finally having it climb back up. We could see these highs. If that is the case, we'd be looking at, this is on the 4 hours, so we'd go TP1 for right there. We'd go TP2 for right here, and we'd go TP3 right at the top here. Again, we're just waiting to see if it can break that zone. You'd be looking at roughly, that's a lot of pips actually. You could actually go TP1 at the top of this and realize how far that actually is. 20 pips to TP1. Again, great looking trade. However, we'd need to see it break that top area before possibly entering. Euro GBP absolutely catastrophically fell off the face of the earth. And yeah, what's going on? How you doing? I can't pronounce your name. I don't want to butcher it, so I do apologize. But I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. Surendra, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you back. Anyway, Euro GBP just dropped off the face of the earth for some reason. Not sure as to why, but I don't think we're going to touch that. Wow. Big drop there. We're not going to touch that. Yeah, we're not going to touch that at all. Gold, everybody's favorite, is to trade gold. It has been bearish for days now. Bearish for days, breaking through all the levels that we had set up here. Gold is very bearish. I'm doing good, Surendra. Thanks for asking, brother. You'd like to know how to enter and put lines? All right, well, we're going to be going over that right now. We're going over charts to figure out which ones we like, and you'll see why I put the lines here and where I put them in for certain reasons. But let's keep taking a look here. GBP USD also looking like a solid buy on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. This is still valid. However, your next actual key zone is going to be way up here. The break of structure was down here. This is where you had the break of structure right there. So with that being said, we could buy this up for the next 45 pips. 45 pips would be a pretty good number. Wouldn't complain about that. Again, I want to go back to the AUD NZD chart. So we drew up our take profit lines. This is going to answer your question here, Andy. But so the take profit lines are previous historical areas where the chart has struggled to break. So like for instance, if we put one down here, this is because this is where we had a pullback. One down here because this was a previous resistance that's now a support, what turned into a support after the break of structure. And then this one is just the final low that we really have on the chart here. That's within reach. I personally think that AUD NZD is going to fall off a cliff. That is my number one chart tonight. And if we look at it on a smaller time frame here, consolidating below, breaking and retesting, rejecting. Even the day chart here. The only thing I don't like about the day chart is that it is in an EMA ribbon, but I think we're starting to flip and we're going to see this come down. Yeah, rocking the FootJoy Polo. So what we're going to do here is look to take sells on a smaller time frame, I believe. Because we have all of our rules here. So we have a confirmed downtrend, right? Confirmed downtrend. That's a check. Confirmed downtrend. That's a check. We had a break of structure right here where we broke the structure. We came up and retested. So we had the break of structure. We had the retest. We have a fair value gap created below the EMA ribbon and a full candle closure below the EMA ribbon. Check and check. We have met everything. If we look at the technicals on TradingView, even the technicals, sell, strong sell, strong sell, strong sell. This chart right here is a sell. I think the spreads are going to be a little wacky, but that's okay. It's very, very early. It's 2 minutes into what we consider the session. Andy, no problem, man. I mean, stick around and you'll definitely learn some things. I would recommend watching my 30-day series on how to day trade on YouTube. It's all in 1 to 2 minutes videos, each video for 30 days straight. So it's very easy to watch, easy to get through, and it'll teach you a lot of what you're looking to learn in a quick amount of time. That's what I'd recommend, Andy. GBP USD. Let's continue to look through these charts, though. We're going to continue to take a look here. We're going to look at AUD JPY. Not really a fan of this chart on the 4-hour. Trading within a zone. You guys know I don't really like that. GBP NZD. At a resistance that we haven't seen reject. Trading in between. We're not going to touch that. Euro AUD looks like it could possibly be coming down and creating a head and shoulders here. Very possible. This could be our bottom neckline, but we'll see. Not necessarily the biggest fan of that chart either. GJ, everybody's favorite. GJ's bullish. GJ could buy up tonight to here. GJ fits all of our criteria to take a buy. I'm going to mark GJ as a buy. GJ up to the top here would be 82 pips, 80 pips. I like that chart a lot. GBP CAD, everything GBP is just moving. So GBP must have gotten some news. Yeah, let's take a look here. 9 hours ago. Bank of Europe. Forward guidance overstays its welcome over time. We have to be careful getting into views. Rates will go. Okay, so there was a little bit of financial news there. I think we're going to stick with the charts that we got already on here. How do I know AUD NZD will come down? Well, all 5 confirmations for my system have been met, meaning that we have a downtrend. We had a full break and retest of a key zone and another retest right here. It is moving toward the downside with conviction. You have fair value gaps formed and the EMA ribbon flip right here, all signaling that this is moving in a downward direction. The Australian dollar tends to weaken as the US dollar gets stronger. So there's many things. The Australia pays a lot for oil. So when oil prices go up and the US dollar go up, the Australian dollar tends to go down. A lot of outside factors, a lot of technical factors here. So many different reasons, but that's my analysis on the chart there. We're not touching EuroCAD, so unflag that. GBP AUD, GBP USD, and GBP JPY all look very, very solid. I think we could get 67 pips out of GBP, JPY, GBP USD. I think we could get 46 pips. GBP AUD is going to be a lot more, I believe. I think you're looking at 20 to 80 to 131 pips if this continues to go. Again, I would really want to see it break this area right here. We can look at a smaller time frame too and kind of see what's going on here. Very important to use all time frames, but we had it drop down and reject. This could be it coming back down this way. However, we're going to wait and see. We've got at least a new 15-minute candle to watch to make sure that this is not a double top here. We do not want to get caught in this double top right here and have this come all the way down here when we're looking to buy it up this way. So that's our analysis on that one. I think AUD NZD is going to drop off the face of the earth, to be quite honest with you guys. Diego, what's going on, man? How are you? Glad to have you. Thanks for staying up late. Good to see you, Diego. I think AUD NZD is going to go. And you're looking at 21 pips, 41 pips, 75 pips. Your stop loss would be less than that. Probably 30-ish pips. Stop loss would be right here. So, yeah, 27.4 pips. I'd really like the spreads to tighten up. Because if we get in a sell here, the spreads are a little wide right now because it's so early in the session. That I don't want to necessarily screw ourselves this early in the session, you know what I mean? I think this thing's just going to absolutely go, though. I'm good, man. Long day, but I'm good. We're looking at strong buys on a lot of these time frames here. GJ looks really good. GBP USD looks good. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's consolidating under 60, and oil is back down to $68 a barrel. USD JPY, where are you at? I swear I got things just disappearing off my charts. Where is USD JPY? There it is. USD JPY still climbing, looking like we might get a bit of a retracement with this big fair value gap here, but we shall see what happens on this one. I'm thinking the GBP USD or GJ buy is like the strongest buy right now. Especially with that 4 hour. I just don't want to see that thing come back down. But you'd be looking at 1, 2, 3 to the top. $13 pips, 43 pips, 70 pips. GBP USD, you're going to be looking at top of the zone there. Top of the FVG there, and then your range up there. So judging on this one, you're looking at roughly 13 to 15, 27 to upwards of 40 pips. Again, good reversal, consolidation, and movement above the EMA ribbon. The retest was great. The massive bullish candle was great. There's a lot of really good signs on this chart that would let us know that this may buy up for us. Same with GJ. I don't think any of these are out of the question to move into the next zone. I think what we do, though, and when we execute is going to make a big difference here. AUD-CHF has a ton of volume, and here's what I want to tell you about AUD-CHF. I know we made money and lost money on this chart last week. Look at this consolidation pattern. That was broken. Consolidation pattern. Broken. Retested twice right here. I think this thing's coming down to these levels. I think we're seeing this one come down far. This break and retest right here, this key support right here, was broken. Here's your break of structure. We retested it once. We retested it twice. I think this thing's coming down. Stop number 1 here. Stop number 2's there. And then you got another one down here. You got your TP1, your TP2, and your TP3. All right here. I realize that there's a big bullish candle right there. Ow. And I don't necessarily love that big bullish candle on the 4-hour. On the 1 hour, it looks like we're testing the EMA and we may actually come back down. But this is the most textbook break of structure. Finish off this double top or M pattern. We should see it at least come down to here. With that being said alone, you're looking at 25 pips. So this is a solid chart in my opinion. A very, very solid chart. I don't want to be the guinea pig on this 4-hour. That's the only thing I don't like. If we could get more rejection off this EMA to show that this is coming down, that'd be great, because this is our target down here, 55500. If anyone has a chart they want me to look at, let me know. Otherwise, I think we're going to end up getting in one of these new 15-minute candles coming in. So that's going to give us a lot of information as to what these GBP pairs are doing. All the euros are dropping, all the GBPs are rising. We're going to take the one always with the most volume and the most room to grow toward the next zone. That's the way I look at it. That's the way we trade here. Volume is very, very important to this strategy. You need volume to move. Volume equals volatility. Without volume, you're not really going to get anywhere. Typically don't see huge moves off low volume. You know what I mean? But new 15-minute candle coming on all of these here. We already retested into a lot of these too. I think I like GJ the best. The only reason I don't like GBP AUD, and like we talked about, is I'm afraid of this double top right here. But if AUD NZD is dropping, and that's the primary pair, and we're looking at GBP AUD and buying it, selling AUD and buying GBP, AUD's going down, GBP's going up. Your primary pair being AUD on the front runner there on AUD NZD, and it being your secondary pair on GBP AUD, and we're buying against it, shows that those are correct they correlate correctly. Shows that they correlate correctly. Let's look at this new 15-minute candle here. See what we got going on. I think we're going to take the double top one out of play here. So GBP AUD is going to be out of play. I don't want to have to worry about a double top all night. We also had a really solid bull flag here. I think we're going to get in this trade, guys. So here was your bullish flag, right? We had a very strong consolidation of a bull flag here. It broke it. It retested the bull flag level, and now it's moving up. I think we're going to buy GJ here, guys. Let's draw it out real quick. Let's draw it out. So we're not looking for too much of a stop loss. Don't really want that big of a stop loss. When was the last time we broke these highs? April 30th. It's been a while since we've been here. But from a technical standpoint, on the hour, on the 4 hour, this this bull flag is so solid. Actual textbook break and retest of a bull flag here to move up. I like this chart the best out of all of them. With a stop loss of... We're not in this yet. We're just looking right now, but we'll call it 30 pips on the dot. Got to give it some room to breathe. 30 pip stop loss. Well, let's put it on where it's at. Yeah, I like that right there. So we'd have a stop loss of 215.555. We'd have a take profit 1 of 215.996. A take profit 2 of 216.300. And we'd have a take profit 3 of 216.576. All right, I set that to myself there, so we have that now. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you like the stream and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Just one click of the button. I think we zoom in on a smaller time frame here to see what's going on. Yeah, we're taking buys here, guys. GBP, JPY. I think we're taking them. I think we're going to end up taking them. Those spikes on the low time frames are somewhat concerning, but at the same time, like, not really. I love that on the 15-minute. And on the 1 hour, again, the perfect break and retest. So the flag was there, the break, the retest of the EMA. All right, we're going to get in this. I'm going to send this out to everybody right now. Send it out on the 15th. No, I'm going to send it out on the 1 hour time frame here. Copy image. Let's go ahead and VIP signals. Sent, boys. Oh. We're sent. We're in it. I gotta enter on my other account here. All right, we're in. We're in, boys. We are in buys on GJ, and now we can go to the fun part here. Let's lock that in there. And watch it on the minute. Our take profit 1 is roughly 13 pips. Let's just make sure that we got, let's fix our entry price here. Our entry was 215877. So at least that'll be a little more accurate there. 215877 was our entry price. So over here. Nice. And this is mostly commission here. So we're like pretty much in profit. This minus 461 you're seeing on screen is pretty much just commission for me. I mean, that's, the commissions are higher when you're trading 50 plus lots, 100 plus lots, you know what I mean? But let's go to the lower time frame here. Nice, good 1 minute candle. Let's see what we got going on the 1, baby. Let's get some upward movement here. And keep in mind, we're only like an hour and 26 minutes into Asian session, so in a little bit, this is going to get some serious volume. I wanted to get in early. I love that bull flag, man. That bull flag really kind of sealed the deal for me. Good move. So it looks like my spreads, and yours probably too, we're a little off, being that it is so early into the market open. New 15-minute candle coming in 3 minutes as well, guys. So in 3 minutes, we're going to get a new 15-minute candle at 7:30. I don't like that spot. Does everybody understand why we're in this trade? I just want to make sure. Hopefully. Nice, good movement here. So that's some green I see. There we go. This thing might be getting ready to take off. Getting bullish movement, so that's what we want to see. If you are just joining us, guys, we are long on GBP JPY. About to go into profit here. And we're in profit. What do we got till TP1? Another 9-10 pips. Good move. Keep in mind, guys, this is the 1 minute that we're watching right here. It's a lot more fun to watch the 1 minute live together. In my opinion. Because we could stare at an hour chart all we want, but it's not necessarily that exciting. Find the 1 minute to be a little more exciting. And I wouldn't get too hysteric or anything over the noise on the smaller time frames. You don't need to worry about that. The noise on the smaller time frames, the small pullbacks, don't worry about that. We got the overall trend of this bad boy. That's the 1 hour time frame. This is the 4. 4 is extremely bullish too. And the day is just climbing. So I think we're going to be in good shape here. Look at the 5 and the 15. I'm going to get a new 5 minute and 2 minutes here. About 2 minutes, yeah. Volume's starting to come in too. $5.17K on the volume. Which is low for this session, but the second we hit that 8 o'clock, 8:30, this thing's going to go. John Connell, what's going on, man? How far do I think this trade could go? Well, here's what I have it set at. So I have take profit 1 is 11 pips, take profit 2 is 42 pips, take profit 3 is 70 pips. Realistically, I'd like to go to TP2 by this session. We'll see what happens, though. Might have to wait till London for it to go, but this is a bullish chart, very bullish chart. I think if we zoom out to the higher time frames, I think we come up to see this new previous resistance up here. I think we come up to test that because this is an extremely bullish chart with a bull flag pattern here. And I don't mind seeing us retest the EMA ribbon. That's fine. If you haven't already, by the way, guys, I just posted a new video on the difference between Forex, futures, crypto, and the stock market. Just posted it. It's a good video. If you haven't already watched it, make sure you do. let's see what we got here. We're gonna be coming. We just got a new 5-minute candle, possible retest of the EMA ribbon, which is fine. I really do like looking at it on the smaller time frames, like when we're watching it. But the overall trend, like I know that gets to people mentally looking at the smaller time frame. That's why you gotta just understand that what time frame we took this trade on is the one that really matters. If you see a structural break here on a time frame that you took the chart on, the trade on, then you got problems. I'm not quite seeing that though, you know what I mean? Coming into the last 18 minutes of this hour here. Last 18 minutes of the hour. Skeleton, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you again. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day, man. Good to see you again. IAG, what's going on? How are you? Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. New 15-minute candle coming in here. All right, there's our new 15-minute. Right at entry, it looks like. If you have not gotten in this trade and you still want to, you certainly can. Which pair? This is GBP, JPY, GJ. And we took it off of a really nice bear flag. Really nice break and retest on a bear flag here. So again, you had this flat bear flag. Or I don't know why I keep saying bear flag. Bull flag. It broke above. It retested the flag line. And now it looks like we're going to move up to the upside to the previous high. At least to 2160 is what I'm thinking. Like I said, I don't really mind if it retests this area. I'm going to probably stack another one. And keep in mind, guys, I'm trading with a pretty big account. So this is only 3 pips. It's only 3 pips. Holding nicely at this fair value gap in at the EMA ribbon. This 1 hour candle looking like? 1 hour is coming to give us a red wick. Let's stack another position. I just added another position. We got no problem adding positions in drawdown. Zero problem doing that. Well, once I find a chart that I like, if we go into a certain amount of acceptable drawdown, I'll add another position. But I typically open 3 positions on the same chart. That way I have one set at TP1, one set at TP2, and another one set at TP3. That's the way I like to trade it. Yeah, I'm not really worried here, guys. This is a very, very small drawdown for us right now. Again, this is only 3.9 pips. We're going to see what happens here going into this new hour because we're about to get a new hour candle. There's some movement up. See that thing flip green for us. What do we got? Less than 5 minutes left until we get this new candle here. If we flip green, that's a good sign. A lot of movement on this last 5 minutes here. A lot of movement. Just close green. Push that up. There you go. Or not. Who's in this trade also? quiet stream tonight, guys. It's okay. 3.5 pips. Do do do. Do do do. Alright, we got 3 minutes here. Oops. FX Starfleet, what's going on, man? Do I have a gap up on the 1 hour chart? No. On the broker, yes. Kind of, actually. I just like this bull flag here. FX Starfleet. Bull flag break and retest is like textbook, man. Break, retest, and this should go. Retested this area very clean. No, I recommend Hanko. I recommend Hanko trade. I'll show you right now who I recommend. That link right there. That is the best in my opinion, and I came from Liquid Brokers. I was with Liquid Brokers for several years. Juan, nice to meet you, man. I was with Liquid for several years, and I was also with Hanko for several years. I recently switched back to Hanko because of how much money they've put into their web trader and their analytics, their AI they've incorporated into trading, and honestly the easiness of getting your money in and out. So I've been on and off with Hanko for several years. I decided to go back to them full time from Liquid. All right, new hour candle here. See what we're gonna get here. Yeah, no problem. And if you use that link, you get 100% deposit match bonus. So if you deposit 1,000, you get to trade with 2,000. So they're giving that when you use that link. No problem, Juan. We're gonna see what this chart does. Thanks, Juan. Appreciate it. It's funny because on my broker we got a green close. On the trading view we got a red close on the hour. Who knows? Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you, ma'am. What kind of drop off was that? Keep it pushing, baby. Now it's a waiting game. This is the fun part. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks. I haven't gotten to eat much today, so I'm gonna eat some sushi. Nice move there, chart. Is it the hour two? Yeah, it is. It's alright. I'll watch this 1 minute. Have some sushi while we watch. Loyalty to Hill, how you doing? Good, man. Been good. Had a good week so far. We're holding what, 6 pips of drawdown, 7 pips of drawdown in this trade right now, but we've had a good week so far. Winning week. I believe last week was a winning week. We've been having a couple good weeks. How you been? Good? Forgive me, I'm just eating some dinner here. I didn't get to eat today. Thanks, man. Appreciate you watching. You been trading at all or no? It's part of the game. It's part of the game. You come back stronger. I didn't get chopsticks. It's Publix, baby. Matt Rat. What's up, brother? Koru? What is that? Is that crypto? Nice, though. As long as you're doing good on it. Matt, you in this trade? Heck yeah. Good stuff there, man. Five or three? Nice. There you go. I didn't think you watched these. Glad to see you in here. But yes, I realize sushi with a fork is diabolically wrong. These charts are moving quick. 10.2K on the volume. Volume came in pretty fast. Got some decent, but we doubled the volume from the hour to this hour, so. I agree. And I didn't even have to go get it. I got it brought to me even quicker. She's working her way back up. As I say that, right? Too much wasabi. Ooh. Got myself good with that one. Sorry for the noise. Telling you that last hour candle is going to end up being our friend. I believe it to be true. I'm glad to hear it. That's why I make them, man. So I'm glad you're using them. I posted a new one today, actually. But yeah, the more educational they can be, the more I can try and help, you know? That's what it's about. Building a community. Helping everyone reach their goals. It's my goal. Just absolutely fucking mutilated this sushi with this fork. It is impossible to eat this. Nice. Yeah, no worries, man. $3,000? Yeah. I'm trading a fairly big account. Yeah. We're 5.9 pips in drawdown. We're only holding 6 pips of drawdown, you know? So it's all relative to like what your account size is. You know what I mean? Also, you gotta be calm when you trade, man. If this bothers you, like if it were to bother you, if this was your account, can't be trading. Just can't. It's just numbers on a screen at this point. Yes, it is my money, but it's just numbers on a screen. Otherwise, you'll go nuts. That's the way you got to do it. Yeah, start out small and grow bigger. Like, you have to understand too, we took this trade on the 1 hour time frame, knowing that this was our setup. Daniel, I want you to listen to this. So Daniel, we have a bull flag here, which is a very, very strong pattern. You have a bull flag here, right? It broke and retested the zone, rejected it perfectly, and is now moving up. This is a bullish chart. This is on an uptrend. There's a bullish chart. I don't have a doubt in my mind that this ends up going up to at least test this zone. And when you look at the 15-minute, it's still following the rules. We retested the EMA, came back up. We're retesting the EMA again. Hopefully come back up. So it's not really like, I'm not worried. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. When you zoom in on the one, we've got several take profits. I have 3 of them. Our stop loss is like 30 pips. Our stop loss is like 30, 32 pips. Take profit 3 is 71 pips. Take profit 2 is 41 pips. Take profit 1 is 12.5 pips. And you're getting the rejection on the 1 hour too. It's not like it's just sitting there in the negative. Like it's wicking up. If it totally broke structure and completely reversed on us, it'd be a different story. And that's when you manage a trade. But we're not at that point. I mean, this is a very, very valid trade. You know what I mean? And I realize that's hard to stomach for people, but that's just the reality of trading. You know what I mean? And like at the same time too, like worrying or not being calm is not going to change what happens on this chart. You know what I mean? Like I could get pissed off it's in drawdown, but it ain't going to change anything. Yeah, this is GBP JPY. GJ. No problem. A green 4-hour close would be good. That would make me very happy in 40 minutes. Yeah, green 4-hour would be nice. Just really not worried. Confident in the analysis is what I should say. Too much wasabi again. Damn. Good wick up there. Great wick. I think AUDNZD did what we thought it was going to do, too. Yeah, of course it did. Yep. I drop a bunch of shit. Thought I did. Oh. The 5 came back up too. Holding 5.8 pips. All right, we'll watch the 1 just for fun. Let's get that wick up on the 1 hour, baby. There you go. Keep going. Nice move. 1 hour just turned green. Yep, it did. If we get a green 1 hour close, that'd be nice. Wisdom, what's going on? How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Come on, big move. How you doing today? Nothing. I don't know until the trade's closed out. I don't know until the trade's closed out, but it'll be like 12 bucks at most. Oh, but are you talking about what commission they take though? Like what it says on the broker right here? They got me at like 13 bucks a lot or 15 bucks a lot. Let me check here. Diego, Matt, I have a different candle. All right, we got 3 minutes left in this 15-minute and this 30-minute candle. Slow to get moving, but it's moving. I guess Daniel Snake Eyes never came back with his analysis. What a nice 15-minute candle there. Great rejection. Ooh, 15-minute candle. Let's go. We closed bullish. Rejected the EMA. That's a great sign there, guys. It's a great sign. Willie Wilson FX. This is GBP JPY. GJ. We're in buys. We're holding roughly 5 pips of drawdown. Just 5 pips right now. This is what the overall chart looks like. 1 hour is probably better. But yeah, after this consolidation, this fair value gap and the break and retest, we took buys here. Nice. Still here? Good. But Willie Wilson, this is GBP JPY. No problem. Good to see you again, man. Nice to have you back. Did anybody take that trade we went over last night? That AUDNZD trade? Thing dropped off the face of the earth. We were looking at taking sells right here. It went down for 50 pips. Ended up not taking it, but still a good trade. You don't always have to take every trade you like. 4 hours still looking like a strong buy. Getting a lot of movement right now. Decent amount of movement. There's no news tonight either. Tomorrow, looking at July 2nd, a ton of USD news. I would stay away from the New York session tomorrow morning. Average hourly earnings, non-farm employment, unemployment rate, NFP tomorrow. We are just consolidating, but we're consolidating above the previous low. And all of these are above each other, which indicates that this is moving up. Higher highs and higher lows. Same with the 1 minute even. Consolidating, but still higher highs, higher lows. We're going to get a new 15-minute next anyway. Probably see a wick up here. Would like to, at least. There's buying power coming in. At 17K. This pair has the most volume of the session right now too. Volume's good, baby. Volume equals volatility. Put those volume candles on. They look funny. See how little selling volume there is because it's a tiny candle. I like my regular candles. I like my regular ones. Nice move. Break back above this on the 1 minute would be nice. Break back above this EMA ribbon on the 1 minute would be quite nice. There's a break above. There's a break above. Hold it for 1 more minute so it stays above it. One hour's looking at flipping green again too. Oh, that's a big move. That's a big old move out of nowhere. Let's go. Push us into profit, baby. Can't just tease us like that. In comes the buyers. In comes the buyers. Nice, boys. We're gonna close green on the hour. There you go, Matt. There you go. I reloaded when we were like right here. Oh, I reloaded when we were like right here. Feels good to see some green, doesn't it? Go push, baby. We're waiting for that break above the EMA ribbon. That's exactly what we were waiting for on the 1 minute there. I just want to see the 1 hour close bullish. and get this 4-hour back up to here. Extremely bullish 4-hour. Nice, Daniel. There you go. See it break up in. Thanks for the new subs, guys. If you sub tonight, appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, make sure you like the stream and subscribe to Matt Hampson FX on YouTube. This channel that you're watching. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. Not going to snipe every single trade. No chance in the world. Not that we held much drawdown. The most drawdown we held was 10.7 pips. That's very acceptable. Very, very acceptable. Hey, Matt Raditz, what was your entry? Like on the broker, what does it say your entry was? 215877? Coming into the last 12 minutes of this candle, guy, of this 870 and 829. Nice. That's good positions. Coming into the last 12 minutes, we're going to see a lot of movement here. Remember when we were almost $5,000 in drawdown? I don't. Goldfish memory. Next play. Nice. Keep pushing. Got 2 positions in profit. Big push. Big push here. Big push here in the last 10 minutes. Keep in mind, this is the last 10 minutes of a 4-hour candle too. So whatever movement we start to get, I'd expect to see that moving into the new hour candle as well. Nice, good move. We're in green, baby. Your entry was 215843. Nice, good job. Looks like right here. There's a psychological level at 216.000 that we do need to be very mindful of. It's a strong psychological level on this chart. The number. All right, let's see some good movement here. 9 minutes left. What's this 1 hour look like? What's this 1 hour look like? Push that 1 hour. USA soccer just started, didn't it? Anybody watching the World Cup? Oh, we're up 1-0. There we go. USA, USA, already up 1-0. I've just banned somebody else in Discord. So many people trying to skim off the top of other people's Discords. It blows my mind. Oh, we had some pullback there. A little bit of pullback going into this. What do we got? 8 minutes left. I don't know what happened to the music there. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe not. Yeah, you're going to see some wild movement coming in here. This is 1 minute doing, just jumping around. Look at this movement. 5-6 pip 1 minute candles, a big candle. 7 pip 1 minute candles, a big candle. It's a lot of movement. I don't see it holding though. Not when the next minute it goes the other way. That's why you can't get caught up in those small time frames, guys. They're fun to watch, but can't get caught up in those small time frame candles. Let's see what this hour's looking like. Big moves. Big gut. Big gut. Big gut. Push us into profit. Last 5 minutes of this hour. Here we go. Here we go. Last 5 minutes of this 4 hour, too. What'd the 5 do there? Shot up and tried. This fair value gap on the 5 is annoying. I want to see the 1 close green. I want to see the 1 close green. Four mins. Four mins. 3 mins. Almost 23,000 on the volume. The volume looks really good. It's like the AUDJPY is, oops, what am I doing here? AUDJPY, EuroJPY, and EuroAUD are the only ones with more volume. There's only like three pairs with more volume here. 2 minutes left in the hour. We want a really strong 4-hour close. Want a strong 4-hour close. All right, last minute of this hour. We're currently holding 2 3 pips. 3 pips of drawdown, guys. 3 pips of drawdown. Wake up. Stop pushing down. All right, here's our new hour. We closed green on the 1 hour, guys. Good sign. Big green close on the 4 hour. Also good sign. Really good hour and 4 hour closes there, guys. I would fully expect this to come down and create a wick down here before going up. So don't get nervous. It might not be as big of a wick, though, with what the hour's looking like. But if it is, I will definitely reload another position down here. The hour EMA has come up pretty good. The 4 hour EMA is still down here, but that's okay. I think we see this 4 hour minimally retrace this wick. Hopefully move up here to TP1. A lot of movement. See what the volume ones look like. That was a lot of buying volume. It's a bigger candle too. How big some of these buying volume candles are. There's not a lot of selling pressure. Otherwise this candle would be getting huge. Keeps getting bought up. Every time it comes down to try and make a wick, it keeps getting bought back up. I'll flip green for a second there. Strong close though. 584. It's movement. 2 hours and 15 minutes into the stream. See if this 1 minute starts to flip forward again. It's got a new 5 too, as well. It's trying tough. Big move. Forgot to put my marks on this. That's 3, TP3, TP3, not 2. Alright, so here's what we're going to do, guys. We set all of our... I suggest everybody does this. Set alerts on your trading view, like I just did. So you can click the little plus right there and set an alert. Set an alert and rename it. TP1, TP2, and TP3, as well as SL. That way you know what happens without staring at it. Your phone will notify you and say either TP1, TP2, TP3, or SL. That's the way I do it when I'm ready to not stare at the screen anymore. I would strongly suggest everybody do that. Looks like we may get the buying pressure we want here. It's trying. Thing is, price is holding above where we need it to hold. Especially on the 1 hour here. The price is holding above this low. This is the absolute lowest that I'd want to see right there, and it's holding way above that. It's holding way above that, which is solid, obviously. It's a move we've been waiting for. Thank you, appreciate it. There you go, Daniel. Yeah, it's just a number, bro. It's just a number. And if you're putting money in there that you can't afford to lose, you shouldn't be trading, you know what I mean? Shouldn't be trading that money, at least. Like, I know damn well that the possibility of me losing 30 grand on this, 40 grand is 100% possible. Do I think it's going to happen, though? No. Plus, we're up on the week. We're up like 30 plus pips on the week. D-Mart, thanks, man. Here's what we're going to do, though, guys. Make sure you have your alerts held on TradingView right now. We've been on stream for 2.5 hours almost. I'm tired, but make sure you're in the Discord. I will send you guys out updates on this trade. Obviously, if it gets to TP1, we'll close out a position or two, and I will message you saying, you know, move stop losses to break even. We may do that at TP1. That's typically what we try and do. But we're going to end this stream just how we always do, guys. Appreciate everybody showing up. We had a lot of new faces, a lot of old faces. It's good to see everybody. I appreciate all of you. This may be the last stream of the week. We'll see. I have family coming in town tomorrow, so this may be the last stream of the week. I'm not 100% sure, but I will let you guys know in Discord. Wilson, Willie Wilson, good to see you, man. Take care, everybody. Manage this trade properly, and I will send out a Discord message when we take some profit. Peace, guys. I hope you have a great night.